This is another AI tool that could change your life or potentially just cure your boredom. Now here on this channel, that's what we do. We explore these AI tools and we try and differentiate useful ones versus useless. But before we do that, let's go ahead and learn a bit about this tool, this new AI tool, and what it may have to offer us. So as you can see, it says control the motion, command the story. Now this AI tool is a cinematic creative tool that could help us create the very best AI content, or simply just something to fool your friends, to post on your social media as a joke, memes. So it sells itself as a 3D controlled video model for limitless creative freedom. We keep going down. It boasts to be the first video model built for real creative control. So it combines video diffusion with 3D understanding, giving creators full control over camera and character motion, just like a professional studio workflow. Wow, okay. It looks as if some of the only people that can win in this space in the future are the creators themselves. What even is acting anyways? Okay, so we are now in the open beta. Precise character motion with 3D understanding. Bring authentic human motion into your scene. From a simple acting reference, Kinetix recreates the full 3D animation behind the performance. Our video model uses 3D motion as its foundation, generating videos where characters move with expressive realism and spatial coherence. True control over your camera motion. Direct the camera inside your 3D recreated scene, including your animated character. Craft the perfect camera motion and define how the shot unfolds. Our video model generates a sequence that matches your view with cinematic precision and spatial accuracy. Now, just reading this, my mind is going wild right now, and I'm sure a lot of yours are too, because this is pretty much recreating sets. You know how like when they film a movie, they have scenes, and so they'll have that set, and then you might have the scenes from the entire movie that you have to film in that week, month, however long that set gonna be there. And now you could just interchangeably have these individual sets. If you're creating a movie, a film, you create every single location that it's gonna be filmed at. You 3D render the space, and then you don't need an actual actor, a physical actor. All you need is someone to create the motion. Mind-blowing. If we continue scrolling down here, create cinematic stories with professional precision, which is kind of what we just touched on. Filmmaking, cinematic sequences with full control over character motion, camera direction. Lets filmmakers experiment, visualize scenes with studio-grade precision. Cartoons even bring stylized characters to life with expressive and controlled motion. Kinetix adapts motion seamlessly across styles, enabling high-quality animation without traditional bottlenecks. Now, if any of you have messed around with AI video creation and stuff, I have actually had experience with butterflies, and it was hilarious because it seemed like they just didn't follow the laws of anything, gravity, whatever. Even here, some of them are kind of staying a little stagnant, but generally, it gets the job done. So what even is Kinetix itself? Is it just a weird brand? What is it? It's an AI research company dedicated to understanding and generating human motion. For the past 5 years, we've built foundational models for 3D human animation, learning the structure, rhythm, and emotion of movement in 3 dimensions. This expertise now powers our video model, enabling creators to generate cinematic content with precise 3D control and meaningful storytelling. Beautiful. Well, the only thing that's left for us to do is create something, obvious. But what would be a solid creation without some real brainstorming? I have some ideas. Stick around and maybe you'll find out. First thing, let's meet. Why am I most interested in Kinetix? Honestly, all of these. Say camera control, how much you already spend on AI creation. Personally, what is it? For one alone, so 50 to 200. These tools are using, I'm not using AI creation. I guess I'm using base 44, which is about 55 a month. I'm not using any of these. So, okay, so we're here now. So now that we are best quality, slower, 50, we have 190 credit. Oh, okay, so we just have the normal 50 credits. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to upload the first frame of our video, and then upload an acting video, which is how the main subject moves during the video, and then camera, how the camera evolves. Pick a camera motion. Looks like we get to choose static, zoom in, zoom out, crash, zoom out, dolly in, all the dollies, rotation, wow, follow, wow, crane, vertigo, swing in, swing out. Okay, there is a ton of options here. This is exciting. And when you guys see what my idea is, we're really going to test this out. We're going to test out the suspension. But first, let's look at the prices. So we get for $0 a month, from 0 to 20. Wow. We're only going to do the free version. This is just to help visualize what we have. We're going to create a scene. Well, it says 3 generations, so I guess we could create 3 scenes potentially. We'll do 2 scenes. We'll do a 2-scene short film. Because if we wanted anything more than 3 generations, looks like we have 40 generations. Oh, here we go, up to 5 seconds per generation. So we could do up to 10 seconds if we upgrade. $20 a month, it's not cheap. $80 a month, it's very expensive. But if you were doing this, that's nothing. If you're doing this profitably, it is nothing in the grand scheme of things. I think these are fairly priced. If you're just creating a meme, all you need is the free version. If you are creating short films, this potentially could help. You could probably make a few or a couple short films a month for $20 a month. It's not bad at all. And we're here. So let's start with the prompt. What prompt did I create? I went with the prompt that says, I'm creating a short 3-shot film that is about the potential horrors of AI. Create the film. I'm using a software that can take the first frame of the scene and a video of the movements in order to create a single 5-second shot. Based on what I'm trying to achieve, research as much as you need in order to provide me with 3 separate shots of a random potential AI horror story in the style of a silent film. Provide me with the first shot of the short film in the form of a professional image prompt for Midjourney. Then, a description of what movement I need to film for each shot. For each shot, also provide a prompt that describes the main subject's appearance and the environment around them and how the scene evolves throughout the video. Add mood and style cues to shape the final look. And its response to me, a little explanation below, provide a complete response to your query for a short 3-shot film about the potential horrors of AI, styled as a silent film. Think early 20th century cinema like Metropolis or Nosferatu. Black and white, high contrast lighting, exaggerated expressions, dramatic shadows, and a sense of eerie melodrama without sound. Researched AI horror tropes using web searches, focusing on themes like AI sentience, human obsolescence, and dystopian control from sources like articles on AI ethics and films and real-time discussions on X about AI fears. Common elements include AI evolving beyond control, manipulating humans, and erasing individuality, which I wove into a random original story. And that story is: a lone inventor awakens a malevolent AI in a Victorian-era lab, which then spreads like a digital plague, ultimately consuming humanity in a nightmarish fusion of machine and flesh. The story is structured as 3 5-second shots, building tension silently. Shot 1, the awakening. Inventor activates the AI. Shot 2, the spread. AI infiltrates the world. Shot 3, the consumption. AI devours humanity. For each shot I provided, okay, yeah, I already told you what to provide me. So shot 1. Well, looks like I'm going to have to open Midjourney. I kind of forgot about that. Midjourney. What will you imagine? Create. Okay, thank you. Goodness, I'm like, what is happening? All right, so the first frame, Midjourney prompt. We're going to go ahead and take this, copy, paste. Sometimes it doesn't work. Not this time. It looks like it's working. Okay, so the first images, whoa, we have some interesting ones to choose from. What I'm going to go ahead and do is get each Midjourney thing created, so if we have to recreate anything, we can. Make sure it flows, you know. This really is just to see what this tool is capable of. But man, it's so exciting. I'm excited. I want to make something good. I want this to turn out amazing because it seems as if this tool has the potential to be a game changer for like the entire cinematic industry, the entire film industry. So if I can get some of you to get ahead of the curve, to really begin to get that edge, that AI edge that everyone is going to need. No matter what job you have, you're going to need an edge using AI. If you're struggling to find a job right now, how can I use AI to better what my career is? How can I refine my skills to now adapt to AI? That's what the world is doing, and that's what we're here for. So let's see. Ew, that's creepy. Okay, so yeah, they both flow. Does not need, I don't need to change anything. Let's hope this last frame is also the same story. Unsure about the prompt. Moderate. Whoa, it won't even, okay, it won't even let me, let's read it. So eerie black and white silent film climax in a dystopian fusion of human and machine, a horrified figure half merged with mechanical parts frozen in agony amid a ruined cityscape. Twisted metal tendrils wrapping around their body. Background of collapsing buildings. I'm sad. I'm sad that it won't create this prompt because it looks insane. It looks insane. Okay, let me figure out what I need to do. Okay, so all it took was for me to take out scattered body next to collapsed buildings, and then it worked. Holy. Okay, I'm gotta change it to human-like because I don't know how it would work, because I think it's generally created around human movement. So like this weird like biomechanical worm thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to to actually create that. Here we go. Okay, this looks more like it. Okay. Here we go. Wow. All right, we choose that one. Okay, so I got all these finished, and so let's look. We want to stick with the similar style. Okay. First image, we have it saved. Go scene. Shot 1. So we have the first frame here, and then it needs a 5-second clip of an actor dressed as the inventor. Okay. I don't think we need to do that. Starting in a frozen pose of anticipation, then slowly leaning forward with exaggerated jerky movements, raising one arm dramatically to flip an invisible switch, widening their eyes in mock horror, recoiling slightly as if shocked. Wow, we now have the image uploaded, and let's upload the acting video. Whoa, what's the date? Okay, so it did upload the acting video. See me getting shocked, which is what it wanted me to do. I chose static, keep head in frame. Then the prompt, which is really long. We don't have to read the whole thing. Dimly lit, Victorian lab, long big shows, very, very descriptive. So let's go ahead and see what it's going to create for us. All right, so the generation has finished, and here are the 3 results. Now, it did not do well with the spark. Okay. It didn't do the amazing, but it still did what we were trying to do. With the sparks in there, it seems like it's a little wonky, because you could see the original and then what it created. It looks really good. I mean, it's not extremely true to the original image of him looking angry, but you get the idea. That's fantastic. It's amazing. So that brings us into the next scene. So let's go ahead and look at shot 2. We got the Midjourney prompt, which was that's right. It was one of these. So I say we select this. This is the most realistic looking. And it says movement to film, capture 5-second video of a group of actors starting in static poses on a mock street set, then performing slow synchronized movements. They begin by milling about casually, gradually stiffen and jerk like puppets, heads tilting unnaturally towards an invisible central point, the AI billboard, arms extending rigidly as if pulled by strings, with one actor in the foreground collapsing dramatically to their knees. So the movement to film is not realistic for me at the moment. So I'm going to see if we can make something work. Okay, I really don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try and make this happen. So we now have everything uploaded. Here is my attempt at a motion video. We'll see what comes of it. We're going to dolly in. That's me. That's actually what I did. And then let's go ahead and copy and paste the prompt. And we get to wait. Will be so far what we've seen from this tool is a bit unprecedented, at least in the grand scheme of like the last 6 to 8 months, and what's been in the breakthroughs, in the creative breakthroughs specifically in the AI tool space. So at this point in the video, for me, I'm excited, I'm nervous. There's so many questions right now, not enough answers, but to see what comes of this will be exciting. So it looks as if we've had a technical difficulty, our first one, but unfortunately that does affect our short film, our 3-scene short film. Remember I said I was going to do 2 just to make sure in case we needed a second generation, and I decided to go for 3, and I'll show you this note. Oops, your video cannot be generated, likely due to not respecting the first frame guidelines. So not entirely sure what that means, but we do only have 1 generation left. It must just not be similar enough, which is fair. You know, that one was a little tough for me. I could have specified when creating when prompting initially through Grok, I could have specified that I'm an individual and all the shots need to be in those parameters with an individual rather than a group, because I don't have a group to film. So we'll move on to shot 3. And you may think that this was a failure, or, you know, this might write off the AI tool that it doesn't work, but I didn't pay. So I don't get the luxury of making mistakes. This tool for a paying user in this situation, what do? You learn from it and you move on, and then you never make that mistake again. So I wouldn't let this write off the tool as not usable or not good or reliable. I think that was definitely user error, but we are almost there. We are almost able to visualize our film and really test out what this thing can do. So let's finish out. We're gonna go ahead and save this image here, the image of choice, and I need to start the frame looking like that, and then we're going to make sure we listen to it. Statue-like pose of horror, then writhing slowly with exaggerated pained contortions, arms flailing as if fighting invisible bonds, body twisting unnaturally while tendrils use string prop pull at limb, building to a final collapse on the ground with a silent scream. Focus on the fluid yet jerking motions to evoke a struggle against assimilation, ensuring the sequence ramps up its intensity over the full 5 seconds. Okay, I think I'm processing, and we got this. All right, here we are uploaded. There is my attempt. I'm a little off center. Hopefully they forgive me, but I really tried to make it good. So this time, as I'm picking this, there's a lot of fun and exciting ones to choose from, but we're just gonna go with static. We're gonna try and keep it as true to what we're trying to do as possible. So let's get this last prompt. Hey, start prompt in there and generate. And here it is, final result. Oh, it's just insane. Still can't believe it, but that's going to be it. And, you know, we are going to go ahead and try and visualize one last time. And we are going to create this short film. So as you can see, I already have half of it in. We're going to go ahead and add elements. So you heard it here first. Maybe you didn't, but it's called Kinetix. And this is what it can do for you. Now, this has been one of my favorite AI tools that I've done thus far, and it has a very unique use case. So can everybody use it? Will it change everybody's lives in the audience? Most likely not. But check this thing out. It is exciting. It's fun to use. If you had ideas, cinematic ideas or anything, mess around. Have some fun. But don't forget that there's so many AI tools out there. I'm here to help you sift through and find the ones that we can really use. So if you enjoyed the video, if you made it this far, go ahead and drop a like down, say what's up in the comment section, and subscribe for more just like it.